Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Like as if I wasn't shook after that match. I'm still shook. Like what is it? 12 hours, just a bit tad more than 12 hours into it. All the shenanigans that took place after the match. Like I'm baffled. I really am baffled. You're going to get surprised as to what Christian Pulisic's dad, got to in social media post match. Hakim Ziyech as well. Post match, he flew straight to Ajax. And some of the things that Thomas Tuchel said, I mean, we need to look at this. We need to. Let's just do this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I finished watching the match. It was very late Sydney time. It was approximately 1:30. I went straight to bed after, as soon as I did my review. I woke up to a barrage of things that I was tagged onto as well, just to see what's going on. Some of the stuff that was going on in social media from players' parents. Like, we know Mark Pulisic is a, he's got a bad history of doing these sort of stuff. And then some of the things that Thomas Tuchel said post match as well. The bus trip, his post match interview was crazy, man. That was some parts I agreed, and some parts I was like, "You got to be kidding me," right? And then Hakim Ziyech as well. We've got a lot of players that don't want to be in the club. They want to go, and they need to go ASAP. We'll start from here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at this. Pulisic's dad, Mark Pulisic, he started liking left, right, and center anyone that was dishing out hate towards other players, whether it's Mason Mount, whether it's whoever else, and of course towards Thomas Tuchel. So look at this tweet. Mark Pulisic. This is Mark Pulisic's page. I kid you not. Likes. He just liked this. Since then he's unliked everything and deleted whatever else he had to say. If you give Pulisic the benefit of doubt and start him as consistently as you do with Havertz, Mount, you'll be rewarded with quality football and goals. This is facts. Like, wow. Why are you going around liking these stuff, man? Why are you creating even more of an issue? You know your son's going to get the heat. And you think other players don't see this? You think other players don't see that you're going around liking? Are you kidding? Are you having a laugh? Are you sick? Your son needs to go. You and your son, I think bad news for this football club. Bad news. And these are some of the areas where I feel sympathetic towards Thomas Tuchel. He's got to be able to push some of these players out. As much as I love Ziyech as well, that he's got to go. Kalamata got to go. All these players that don't play, they've got to go. They really got to go, because they will become toxic as long as they stay, because they don't believe in Chelsea Football Club anymore. They don't get the game time. And that's a separate discussion. Should they get the game time? Maybe they should. Why should players like Mason Mount and Havertz just continuously keep getting minutes after minutes after minutes when they've been producing rubbish performance? We're going to do a truth bomb later on. Don't worry. I'm just doing the news right now. Down the track, we're doing a truth bomb. Don't you worry about Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Edouard Mendy, that midfield. Look at this. Someone else tweeted something. If Pulisic doesn't get the start versus West Ham next week, I don't even know if we're playing West Ham. I think we're playing Leicester. So he got that wrong. Next week, he needs to go for his own good. We've seen enough of Kai and Mount to start the season. And once again, Mark Pulisic liked that. And then once there was all sorts of social media outrage from him liking all this stuff, he goes around deleting all those, unliking those likes, and then starts liking his son's compilation of him missing. This guy absolutely lost the plot. He started liking these compilations that people are producing of Christian Pulisic missing chances, and Mark Pulisic started liking them. I don't know what happened to this guy, man. I just know Mark Pulisic is cooking up the longest Mount fail comp ever as we speak. Pulisic's dad liked a fail comp of his own son. Look at this. Mark Pulisic likes, and this was a failed comp of his son, Christian Pulisic. I don't know what this guy's doing. I thought we lost our mind after losing that way against Leeds, but this guy lost the plot. He absolutely lost the plot. I hope Christian Pulisic is having a conversation with his dad and saying, "Dad, you are actually. It's already difficult for me. You're actually making it unbelievable for me to the point where there is no return. There is no return. Christian Pulisic has got to go. It has to. I don't know how the players don't see all of this stuff because they're all on social media. Believe me, they're all on social media. Even Thomas Tuchel sees these things. I'm telling you, they would have gone online, maybe not straight away after the game, but a couple of hours, few hours down the track, they would have seen all of this transpire in social media. It's absolutely mad. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about this Mark Pulisic situation. I find this baffling. I really do. Now, let's have a look at this. Okay, so this is from PYS. Pulisic's dad has now deleted all the likes, including one where he called Tuchel a destroyer of players. If you are unhappy at the club, then hand in a transfer request and we will get something done for you. You must be so toxic behind the scenes. He must be talking bad stuff to Christian Pulisic. People pretending he doesn't think the same as his dad and he's actually happy at Chelsea. Law. He seems close to his family. So that, no. I'm pretty sure he talks to his dad. I'm pretty sure this isn't just his dad just making stuff up on his own. Christian Pulisic is a different entity. Mark Pulisic is. I get it. They're separate. They've got their own ways of thinking. But my dad, for example, like I'm close to my dad, but it's not like I talk to him on a day-to-day basis. But we're close. But he would know what I'm going through and what pain I'm going through, and he would take action in that manner. Like this is something crazy. And if people are sitting there saying, "Oh no, that's Mark Pulisic, it's not Christian," no, Christian definitely talks to his dad about all of this stuff. Like this isn't just coming out of nowhere. I won't believe that either. Pulisic fans, please stop replying that I hate him. I couldn't care less about 90% of our attackers. Don't think they are good. They're not good. They're not good. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. So Tuchel subbed on a player who knew he was jumping on a jet 2 to 3 hours later. Whilst you've got someone associated with another winger, we have indirecting the manager, indirect. I don't know what's going on there, and other players. Such a horrible start to the season. So Ziyech came off the bench. A couple of hours later, he flew to Amsterdam, and this is what it is. This is a proper source, AFC Ajax at the European Lad. When it comes to Ajax news, you better believe this guy. And just like that, a plane from Leeds airport that took off after the Chelsea game just landed in Amsterdam. And that was so this news was off the back of this particular, it's like a inception situation happening. Just in a meeting between Hakim Ziyech and Ajax will take place in Amsterdam very soon. And straight after tweeting this from Gerjan, what's this guy's name? Gerjan Hamstela. This guy is on top of this Ziyech situation. He's absolutely on top of it. I think Anthony is happening to Man United, and this guy's going back to Ajax. Off the back of that tweet, European Lad tweeted this, which shows the plane route. All the investigations are happening right now. And then obviously CFC Daily tweeted that. And off the back of that tweet, look at this. AFC Ajax just confirmed. Just been confirmed, it is Ziyech as well, in case people were questioning. So look, Ziyech is going back to, there's some proper talks. Ziyech is going back to Ajax. And do you know what? Good for him. Because the little stint that he came on, he looked like he was going to try and create something. He was always looking for progressive pass. He does not have a opportunity at Chelsea Football Club. Thomas Tuchel doesn't trust him at all. Time for him to move on. I wish he was trusted a little bit more, but at the end of the day, look, it's Thomas Tuchel's team. Do what you need to do to make sure that you succeed, because right now you are under the pumpage. This is what Tuchel said post-match. I think it's more our fault than anybody else's credit. Look, partly right, because Mendy, that was self-inflicted, that was suicidal. And also the set piece, Reece James should have defended that much better. How are you letting Rodrigo leap ahead of you and get that goal? And third goal was a manifestation of us chasing the game. So, and once again, when you think about it, it's not like Leeds created amazing clear-cut chances. Yes, they opened us up, but they didn't create clear-cut chances. So I agree to this somewhat. However, I have to say, Thomas Tuchel, are you kidding me? That match, we got our souls ripped out of our body and thrown away. It was like that Mortal Kombat, what's his name? Samsung, I think his name, how he just takes the soul and he takes it in. I felt like our soul was getting ripped out of our body. Sure, we all know Leeds run more than anyone else. I get that. But the way they outran us, they literally suffocated us. They rushed us to every decision. They really did. That midfield got ripped open. How we didn't include more players in that midfield to help negate the situation when they press one-touch passes and beat the press, I don't understand. Why players like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Cucurella, and even Mason Mount were so far away from the midfield, and it just left isolated Jorginho and Gallagher. Yes, Jorginho and Gallagher, they did not do justice to themselves either. Of course, they were 100% hammered by the press. They were. The amount of turnovers that kept on happening, and Jorginho, obviously, in matches like this, when the opposition is running wild, it just shows the lack of his athleticism as well. But I have to say, it was because of Leeds' high intensity, high pressure, that making us suffocate. We could not breathe. I was feeling suffocated watching the match. I was feeling suffocated. It was a manifestation of all of that led to this capitulation. Yes, you can sit there and say, I think it's a lot of our fault and their fault, sure, but I think it's a lot of forced errors. It was a lot of forced errors. We got rattled. And then Thomas Tuchel goes on to say in post-match that, we had a long bus trip. The plane at the end, was whether it was delayed or not, what happened, cancelled. Come on, my man. Bus trip. Are we blaming it on a bus trip because it's a bit longer to travel to Leeds? You're literally sitting in the bus relaxed. There shouldn't be any energy loss by sitting around. Just own it. You got dominated. You really did. I was baffled the fact that Thomas Tuchel didn't want to agree on that. He was just saying, look, I don't think we were bad. He did say, yes, after 20 minutes, we didn't stick to our game. We should have stuck to our game. But he kept on saying they did not bother us that much. Like, they did not create enough opportunities, but they did not make us live either. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about all the things we've talked about. Mark Pulisic, absolute madness. Christian Pulisic's got to go. Ziyech is on his way. We need players ASAP. We don't have time. We do not have time. We have probably 10 days, 8 days to go, something like that, 8, 9 days. We need players in. Players want to leave. Let them leave. And Thomas Tuchel, you better sharpen up, man. Like, Leeds actually outplayed us. They really did. Honestly, I'm not even lying anymore.